Hello, ineffable being. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful, magical day. I want to tell you that you are a genius. You are special. You mean the world, and you are loved. Ineffable being, ineffable family. Today we're getting into episode 3 of this 8-part series on the result of living through the heart. So, last episode, what did we talk about? We talked about my finances, how living through the heart, how opening myself up to this dimension of life has bettered my finances. And episode 1 was on health 2 days ago. Today I'm going to share with you how it is that I am living my dream today. How just tweaking a couple things inside of me resulted into my present day me living my dream. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode on intelligence, how my mental intelligence, my brain has bettered itself. Alright? So before we get into it, if you enjoyed these videos, if you receive value, I want to invite you to hit the subscribe button and like. And let's get into it. So to start, what does it mean to live through the heart? Well, I define it in the following ways. It is conscious internal activity. Living through the heart to me means affecting my biochemistry consciously. And it is the solution to life's dramas and problems. Now, why am I so passionate about living through the heart? Why is this my purpose? Well, because I come from a very traumatic childhood. And I can understand and I see now a lot later in life that what I used to suffer was my extraordinary sense of imagination and my vivid memory. And I find that living through the heart is the cushion in life, the cloud 9, that's going to allow me to create the actions in the world that I need to complete and fulfill my dreams. So let's get into it. How am I living my dream? How has opening myself up to this dimension of life changed my life in the dimension of my dreams? Well, what is my dream, you ask? For many, many years, even before I was living through the heart, I had established within myself, well, maybe not so much within myself as today, but I had certain, even 5 years ago, that I wanted to help raise the collective consciousness. That was my purpose that I established, and that has been my dream. So fast forward a couple of years ago, and I really started going at this full-fledged. So keep in mind that it was for a couple months that I was only living through my heart. I was accessing myself, allowing myself to be open to this dimension of life where I was cultivating an elevated emotion. But that wasn't exactly me living my dream. That was just me personalizing my experience with this dimension and, bettering my mental states and all these things. But I still didn't know up until a couple of years ago how I was going to go about helping raise the collective consciousness. So the first step in my journey of living my dreams was going after love. I remember it perfectly. It was a bright day. I was on the 18th floor in the office building where I work at. I was on the 18th floor about to sit down, and the thought came to me, Luis, how do you expect to manifest if you're not even manifesting the things that you can control? And this time, I was kind of shying away from love, and I was not allowing myself to be open to relationships. And I had there were people in my life, there were women in my life specifically that cared about me, and one in specific that I know that she understood me and she loved me. So I looked at this, and me being at the time a 23-year-old man was kind of hard to accept, because I like to believe I'm fairly good looking, I'm definitely capable, and I'm intelligent, I'm funny, and great personality, and I have a dream, and so forth. So it was kind of hard, this decision to manifest love, or at least do the best that I could to manifest love in my life. But I decided that my life is worth taking chances. My life is worth doing things that are not comfortable. My life and my dreams and my purpose deserve me to do the things that I can do right now, independent of the results. If you're hearing this and say, well, I've had a heartbreak and I'm not going to try again, I just want to invite you. It's not about the end result. It's about what you're going through. It's about why you want to do it. So why I did it was because, well, damn, it is in my hands. The way I speak, the actions that I do, and how I show love. And you know what? There is a person here in my life, and I can make the attempts to create a loving relationship with this person. So independent of the fears that could arise of she can cheat or she can leave you, you know what? Well, the good thing about living through the heart, again, what is one of the reasons that I do it? Well, because it gives me the cushion, it gives me the force field, it gives me the energy to be able to complete the tasks in my life that require excess energy. And now I am not fearful or in doubt of my actions because I know, regardless of my external circumstances, my interior experience stays the same. So that was the first thing. And I was living this for quite some time, and it wasn't until about, April or March in the pandemic where I got on a masterclass with it was Brian Rose, the proprietor of London Real, a great YouTube channel, almost a broadcast station out in London. His name is Brian Rose. I got on one of his master classes just because, right? It's quarantine and I didn't have anything else to do. And this time I have a job, right? I'm still working, I have a 9 to 5, but that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is just my 9 to 5, nothing else in my life. I'm working towards cultivating, creating this loving relationship, but that's about it. Granted, deep inside of me, I know my purpose. So on this masterclass, the question that triggered something inside of me was, what are you going to tell your grandkids that you did in this time of the pandemic? How did you help? So, I'm just very peacefully watching this with my partner, and I'm listening to my thoughts, and they're kind of like a seesaw. Well, Luis, like you've helped your partner, and you have helped friends and people that you can physically connect with, and you've shared with them this dimension of life. So you're doing a great job, Luis. But I went to sleep that night, and I decided that I need to do more, because I can't connect with the whole world if I'm just only speaking to my coworkers. So this was, if not the, I like to think of it as the second domino, because if it wasn't for me going after love, then I wouldn't have had the, well, that's another topic, but I wouldn't have, in short words, the support from my partner, the instruments that me and her created for me to be living my dream today. But if it wasn't the first domino, it was the second domino that fell this night. And that domino was, I decided that night to take living through the heart to the public. And I decided I'm gonna give a masterclass. I'm just gonna post a date. I got Zoom and I started paying for it. Why? Because I wanted to show myself. The free Zoom, you can only have a thing for 45 minutes, I think, or 40. Then I have to tell her, but hey, we have to close this and then hop on. So, I bought the Zoom, the paid membership Zoom, and to this day, I don't have the excess amount of people on my master classes, but it's showing myself that I am making way. I have the door open for these people to file in. So that night, I decided to give a monthly masterclass over talking and discussing what it means to live through the heart. And then, that was like for about a week, and then I decided, well, no one knows me. I live in a country where I've lived in this country only a couple years. All my past life in Dallas, Texas, and I'm not the same person I used to be. So I'm posting this on my social media. Well, surely the people think this is a hoax, this is a joke, this is a scam. So I decided from then on to start creating daily videos. And this actually, I almost forgot, this is video 200. This is consecutive video 200 from the very first video that I posted way back. I believe it was March or April when I first posted my first video. So if you've been enjoying the journey, then I want to tell you thank you so much from the depths of my heart. And I want to tell you there's a lot more. There's a lot more, and I'm kind of going to tell you about it on this video. So yes, I decided to start sharing videos every day. Why? So then people can feel comfortable. People can get to know me. People that don't know me and people that used to know me, they can know who I currently am. Because I thought if I just say like, hey, hop on this Zoom call with me and I'm going to share with you what it means to live through the heart. Well, no one knows me. No one trusts me. No one knows how I sound. No one really knows what living through the heart means. So I decided to start sharing videos every single day in 2 languages, English and Spanish, so my social media can start getting to know me and more easily decide, more intelligently decide to join me the last Saturday of every month. So that's where it all started, right? I had a masterclass, I had daily videos, and then I was like, me and my partner, we started creating more content to release on my social media, and all of a sudden now I'm creating trainings and doing mentorships, and I've helped people in India and other countries where I would have never been able to had I just waited for the money, had I just waited for I don't know what I was waiting for. I knew what I wanted to do, and it was teach people, talk about consciousness and demystify the world, our interior, and just help people find their own light. That was my passion. But I thought I needed money. I thought I needed to be rich. I thought I needed to be famous to be able to share this. So if I would not have, first off, opened myself up to this dimension of life, I would not have seen the possibility of, you know what, Luis, you should go after love right now. Because if you can control it, then you should push for it. So then I walked down that path, and a couple months later, in probably the most chaotic, crazy, abnormal times in history, I decided to go public. And of course, you might be laughing or, well, I mean, no one really knows you. But the simple fact is, a lot more people know me today. In fact, one of my videos has about 15,000 views. That would have never been possible had I just waited for some crazy, abnormal miracle to happen that would make me start speaking my truth. So now I have, personal workshops. I have my 2-year plan, my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan, and so on. And the simple fact is, I may not have impacted the people that deserve to be impacted, but the simple fact is, I have helped, and I am continuing to help, and I am growing, and I am living my dream. For this to make sense, I want to invite you to look at whatever your passion is, to look at whatever you love, and to ask yourself, do you love what you love? Luis, do you love sharing how to live through the heart? Or Luis, do you love the end results that other people more successful than you are receiving? Because the problem with humanity is, whatever your passion is, it could be love, it could be love, it could be singing, it could be painting, drawing, cooking, a skateboard, whatever it is that you love. The reason that you A, don't start, and then B, stop chasing what you think you love is because you don't love what you love. You love the end result of other singers, and you see your results and you say, well, damn, I must not be good enough. I must not be funny enough. I must not be smart enough to do what I think I love. So then what happens? We stop the work. We stop the journey. And if you want more information on that topic, then I invite you to watch a video called The End Result. Now, the title is, What is the End Result? So, again, I am living my dream, and it all started because I opened myself up to this dimension. And I am grateful and thankful and humble for the experience. And I'm just glad that this is video 200, and I am completing a couple trainings, and I am, just absorbing so much information. And in about 2 years, we're going to take this to another level. And it's really going to be in about 5 years where I'm going to be like probably running. Because I feel like right now, I'm not even born yet, right? I'm not even crawling. I can't say that I'm crawling. I'm setting the foundation. But in 5 years, then that's really where, it's just, I know what's going to happen, but I can't really speak about it because it hasn't happened. But thank you so much. If you've been enjoying this series, then please put down in the comments, what topics would you like for me to cover in the future? Also put if you're receiving value from these videos, and if you're not. If it's a waste of time, if you're not receiving value, I'd love to know. And Ineffable Being, I want to tell you that whatever your dream is, you're capable of living it today in the present moment. You just have to calibrate. You have to take charge of your platform. Well, Luis, what is my platform? Your platform is your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, and your body. Learn how to take charge of these things, these instruments, these tools of your life, and you will begin to open yourself up to the magical and the mystical life that is being a human being. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode on intelligence and how opening myself up to this dimension has broadened and bettered my intelligence. I hope to see you there. Peace, love, and happiness.